If you bet $1 million on both my MLB picks yesterday, you're up over $200,000. Lucky for you, if you missed it, I got 3 more today. But before we get to that, do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, throw a comment down there, tell me how much you love bangers. We've got an algorithm to beat, and that's the way to beat it. But welcome to SLOPSLOCKS MLB Picks Edition. It's Monday, it's time to get paid, but let's talk about what happened yesterday. Everyone saw it. Logan Allen, I said he was going over 4.5 strikeouts. The books were way off. I think they were trying to pinch us on the rain, though. If you remember what happened last week to Braxton Garrett and Kyle Wright, even though Kyle Wright covered, they stopped the game in like the 3rd inning. I think that the books thought that was going to happen yesterday because I went to bed Saturday night and Logan Allen was minus 110 for 4.5. I woke up, he was plus 120 something. Lucky for you that happened. Didn't work out for me, but what I think happened was people saw the rain because there's no other way to explain that because the Red Sox can't hit lefties and Logan Allen is kind of filthy. I don't think we're going to see him priced at 4.5 again, especially not plus money. There's no chance that happens. We went back to the well with Kyle Bradish, 6+ strikeouts, plus 138. Didn't happen. Didn't work. He did look good though. He got 5 strikeouts, guys. He should have got 6, actually. If you were paying attention and watching that game, you know what I'm talking about. He definitely is a 6+ strikeout guy, especially against the right team. The Detroit Tigers are the right team. We all know that. Everyone knows that. But he just couldn't get us home. But before you guys start saying you hate this guy, you're banning him, blah, blah, blah. We're not banning guys. That's stupid. How is he supposed to pay us back if we ban him and don't bet on him? I mean, I guess we can start betting his unders, but trust me, that's just going to piss you off worse when the guy goes over when you have his under after you already hate the guy. Think about it. So let's not ban him. Let's just put him to the side. He's definitely not in the circle of trust. But again, he struck out 5 guys. Like, he had us right there. Personally, I thought we were going to win that bet. I thought we were sweeping the board. Didn't happen. But again, we're not banning him. We're going to give him a 3rd chance, but we just got to wait for the right opponent. And hopefully maybe we get a 4.5, like minus 120 or something like that. That would be a lot better than what we had yesterday. It was like 4.5 minus 170. If you're doing that on Kyle Bradish, you won, but you're a psychopath. We could probably still hang out, but again, that's too much for me. All right, enough about Kyle Bradish and banning people. We'll talk about banning people maybe another time. I want to talk about today's bangers because I honestly, I can't wait for these games to start. I wish they started in the afternoon, but they don't. I don't make the schedule, so it's not my fault. But Luis Garcia, over 6.5 strikeouts, minus 119 at Caesars. This is the gift of all gift. Everyone knows I don't like to go over 6.5. Like, I'm more of a 4.5 guy, maybe 5.5. But I'm going to make an exception tonight because this guy has been filthy recently. I'm talking filthy. He's gone over this number 3 straight times. Texas, Toronto, Tampa Bay. Those are teams that don't really strike out that much. I mean, they do strike out, obviously, but they don't strike out that much. So he's doing something right. He's got a 15+ swing and strike percentage on the season so far, which is just nasty. And he's getting the San Francisco Giants. Guess how many teams have struck out more than they have over the last 2 weeks? Nobody. Literally nobody. People are hurt for this team. I don't know if Brandon Crawford's going to play, but I know your Scrimsey's probably not going to play. He's probably going to be out for a little while. That means we're bringing up another guy that strikes out a ton. These guys are having problems. They're just real problems. You know what I mean? Anytime you're going to go 7+, you got to be sure. And I'm pretty sure that Garcia is going to definitely get 7. I think he might be in line for a ladder. So if you guys, I mean, there's some psychopaths watching this that are going to ladder this guy to 10. I don't think that's that crazy. I mean, I don't think he's going to do it, but I don't think it's that crazy to think he might. So 8 might be in play, 9 might be in play. You make that call. I'm not going to do it. I'm just doing the 6.5. That leads me to the next one. Luis Garcia, over 17.5, outs recorded, minus 117 at Caesars. That's right, it's May. I'm looking into other pitcher markets. Outs is kind of a good one. The problem with outs is the price gets ridiculously high sometimes. Like, you go to the market right now, you're going to see like minus 140s, minus 150s. All over the place, and it's kind of bad. But Caesars has this at 119 when some of the others were in the 130s, 140s. So I do like that. But here's the thing with Garcia. He's gone over the summer each of the last 2 games. They're letting him throw 90+ pitches, but he's throwing a ton of strikes. We're talking like over 60 strikes in each of the last 2 games, which keeps us in the game. The Giants definitely represent a team you can go deep on. We just saw Woodford from the Cardinals go way deep on him, like 5 1/3 innings, which is crazy for him. That's like 2 starts for that guy. Darvish just went 6 on him. The Lizard King just went 6 on him. Guys are going deep into games. I think Garcia gets there tonight. And to be honest with you, finishing 6 really isn't that crazy, especially for a guy like Garcia that's allowed to throw 1,000,000 pitches and he throws a lot of strikes. That's the key to this market. You got to get a guy that throws a lot of strikes. You can't have walks. I don't think Garcia is going to walk these guys. In fact, the Giants really don't walk that much. Again, 6 innings, not that much. I used to do it in Little League all the time. Finally, my favorite pick of the night, Luke Weaver, over 4.5 strikeouts, minus 129 at Caesars. Every single book on the planet has this at like minus 150 or higher. I think it goes even higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 5.5 by the time the first pitch started. So there is that. Like, this guy's been striking people out. I mean, he struck out 8 in his first 2 starts. He's a roller coaster ride because he gives up runs, but the thing is, he's allowed to throw 90 plus pitches. Last game, he almost threw 100. He threw 99 pitches. The guy's giving up runs like it's his job, though. We're talking like 10 and 11 innings, but still, they still let him pitch. They let him stay in. He has a long leash. That's going to come in handy tonight because he's playing the Padres. The Padres, they do hit the ball, all right? They're a good team, but they strike out. All right, there's like 5 guys in this lineup that are all 29+% in the last 15 days, and I think that's all we're going to need. There's another 2 guys that are at least 25% as well, so hopefully they're around, but still, 5 strikeouts, not that much, especially when you're Weaver and you got like a 16% swing strike rate on the season. I bet you he gets hit. I bet you he gets hit kind of hard. He's going to give up runs, but again, all we need is 5, guys. That's not the point. So don't come into the comments and be like, hey, Luke Weaver sucks. I know. I've seen him pitch, but he does strike people out. You cannot argue with that. He's got 8 in both of his first 2 starts, and they were against teams that really strike out the same way that the Padres. It wasn't like he was picking on like the Tigers and the Giants here. He was picking on real teams. 4.5 feels like a gift. Again, get it now because this thing should move. That's going to do it for me. But before we get out of here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We do this every single day of the week. Turn on the notifications. That way you see when it happens. I'll see you guys tomorrow.